In 1886, Dr. John Pemberton, a pharmacist and former Confederate soldier, sought to create a cure for headaches and fatigue. Inspired by French coca wine, he mixed coca leaf extract with cola nut caffeine. But due to Atlanta's alcohol restrictions, he replaced wine with sugar syrup and carbonated water. Thus, Coca-Cola was born, not as a refreshment, but as medicine. He sold it in his pharmacy for 5 cents a glass. Little did he know, this simple concoction would soon become the world's most iconic drink. From the start, Coca-Cola's formula was kept secret. Known as Merchandise 7X, the recipe contained exotic ingredients like vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, and essential oils, mixed with sugar, coca, and cola. Pemberton believed he had discovered something big, but he was not a businessman. With poor health and rising debts, he began selling portions of the rights to his formula. Meanwhile, a young and ambitious man, Asa Candler, saw a golden opportunity. Originally, Coca-Cola was only available in soda fountains. But in 1899, two entrepreneurs approached Candler with a new idea: bottle Coca-Cola. Candler was skeptical, but sold the bottling rights for just $1. This decision changed everything. Bottling meant Coca-Cola could travel far and reach people in every town. It opened the door to mass distribution and global ambition. The real empire of Coca-Cola began not in a glass, but in a bottle. Candler knew that advertising wasn't just about information. It was about emotion. He promoted Coca-Cola as refreshing, healthy, and even fashionable. He made people believe that drinking Coca-Cola was part of modern life. His genius? Making the brand a lifestyle. By 1900, Coca-Cola had invaded America's streets, shops, and minds. Sales skyrocketed. A simple syrup had turned into a national treasure. By 1919, Coca-Cola was sold to a group of investors led by Ernest Woodruff. His goal? Make Coca-Cola a global brand. Under his leadership, the company went public and expanded internationally. The red and white logo, the contour bottle, and the slogan "Delicious and Refreshing" traveled across borders. Factories were built in Canada, Cuba, Panama, and France. Coca-Cola was no longer just an American drink. It had started conquering the world. In 1915, Coca-Cola faced an issue: many imitations. To stand out, the company launched a design contest for a unique bottle. The winner? A curvy, sensual, instantly recognizable silhouette inspired by the cocoa bean. This contour bottle became a revolution in design. Patented in 1916, it made Coca-Cola not just a taste, but a visual identity. Even in the dark or shattered, you could recognize it. A branding stroke of genius. During World War II, Coca-Cola made a bold promise. Every American soldier would get a Coke for 5 cents, wherever they were in the world. The company built bottling plants near war zones, providing more than just refreshment. Coca-Cola became a taste of home and patriotism. This operation cost millions, but created lifelong customers. After the war, the plant stayed. Coca-Cola had cleverly transformed war logistics into a global expansion strategy. During the war, Nazi Germany couldn't import Coca-Cola syrup due to trade restrictions. So, the German branch had to improvise. Using local ingredients like fruit scraps and whey, they created a new drink, Fanta. Although born from necessity, Fanta became a massive hit. After the war, Coca-Cola adopted the brand globally. Ironically, a Nazi-era invention became part of the company's most successful product lines. Innovation often comes from pressure. In the 1950s, Coca-Cola became a pop culture icon. It was more than a drink. It was associated with joy, freedom, and youth. The brand appeared in movies, music, and sports events. Hollywood stars and athletes endorsed it. The company launched slogans like "It's the real thing" and created unforgettable jingles. Coca-Cola didn't just follow culture, it helped shape it. From the diner to the silver screen, it was everywhere. In the 1950s and 60s, Coca-Cola made a brilliant move. It partnered with the booming fast food industry. McDonald's, Burger King, and others all served Coke. This alliance guaranteed Coca-Cola's dominance in the beverage market. Every burger was paired with a Coke. Vending machines and soda fountains became omnipresent. This strategy didn't just boost sales, it made Coca-Cola part of everyday life, everywhere people ate quickly and on the go. In the 1970s, Pepsi launched a direct attack, the Pepsi Challenge. In blind taste tests, many people preferred Pepsi. This rattled Coca-Cola's confidence. Market share began to slip. The company needed a response fast. It realized that branding and emotional connection were key weapons. Coca-Cola wasn't just about taste, it was about tradition. But a storm was brewing, and it would soon force Coca-Cola into one of its biggest risks. In 1985, Coca-Cola took a gamble. It changed its formula and launched New Coke. The public backlash was immediate and brutal. Loyal customers were furious. Protests erupted. People hoarded the original formula. Just 79 days later, the company brought back Coca-Cola Classic. The fiasco became a marketing lesson. Never underestimate consumer loyalty. Ironically, the scandal reminded everyone how much they loved the original Coke. Sales soared afterwards. Though Coca-Cola didn't invent Santa Claus, it shaped how the world sees him. In 1931, Coca-Cola hired illustrator Haddon Sundblom to create a warm, jolly Santa for its holiday ads. The result? The red-suited, white-bearded, friendly Santa we know today. This image became iconic and was reused for decades. Coca-Cola turned Christmas into a marketing goldmine, blending magic, tradition, and branding in a way no other company had before. By the 1990s, Coca-Cola had become more than a drink. It was a marketing empire. With ads in over 200 countries, the brand invested billions in catchy slogans like Open Happiness and sponsorships for major events like the Olympics and the FIFA World Cup. Coca-Cola didn't just sell a product, it sold a feeling. A sense of unity, joy, and refreshment across cultures. The red logo became a global symbol of happiness. In the 2000s, Coca-Cola turned its attention to developing countries. Africa, Asia, and Latin America became strategic priorities. The brand adapted to local tastes, launched smaller packaging for affordability, and invested heavily in distribution networks. Coca-Cola became part of daily life, even in remote villages. From dusty shops in Kenya to bustling streets in India, a cold Coke was never far away. This expansion secured billions in new revenue and long-term market dominance. Plastic bottles, aluminum cans, and eco-friendly innovations. Coca-Cola has constantly adapted its packaging. But with global concern over plastic waste, the company faced criticism. In response, Coca-Cola launched recycling initiatives and World Without Waste campaigns. It pledged to collect and recycle every bottle it sells by 2030. Packaging became more than convenience. It became a matter of sustainability, image, and responsibility for a brand under global scrutiny. Coca-Cola diversified its portfolio to stay ahead. It acquired Minute Maid, Dasani Water, Fanta, Sprite, and later, Smart Water and Honest Tea. The goal? Become a total beverage company. This shift wasn't just about drinks. It was a strategy for survival. Health-conscious consumers were drinking less soda. By expanding into teas, juices, and waters, Coca-Cola ensured its brand remained relevant and its empire continued to grow. With the digital age, Coca-Cola embraced big data and artificial intelligence. It used smart vending machines, real-time analytics, and social media listening to understand consumer behavior. Marketing became hyper-targeted. New flavors were tested with online feedback. The brand wasn't just selling drinks. It was tracking trends, emotions, and habits in real time. Coca-Cola's old-school charm blended with cutting-edge tech to keep the Coca-Cola has faced health lawsuits, boycotts, and changing regulations. Critics blamed it for rising obesity rates. Countries added sugar taxes. Still, Coca-Cola adapted. It introduced Coke Zero, reduced sugar in many drinks, and promoted healthy living. Each time the brand faced a storm, it re-emerged stronger. Its ability to evolve, apologize, and innovate turned crises into comebacks. A true lesson in corporate resilience. Coca-Cola isn't just a drink, it's a part of pop culture. In big cities, Coke became a symbol of cool. Murals, graffiti collaborations, music videos, and street fashion embraced the brand. Coca-Cola sponsored hip-hop concerts, skateboarding events, and youth festivals. The red and white logo blended into modern urban life. It wasn't just selling a soda, it was selling a feeling, a rhythm, a lifestyle that resonated with new generations. Coca-Cola evolved internally too. For decades, leadership was mostly male. But over time, the company pushed for diversity and inclusion. Women took on top executive roles, brought fresh perspectives, and led major campaigns. The brand also launched initiatives to empower women entrepreneurs in Africa and Asia. Coca-Cola wasn't just following the diversity trend. It was helping shape a new standard in global leadership. With rising awareness around fitness and wellness, Coca-Cola adjusted its message. It focused on transparency, labeled its calories clearly, and promoted low-sugar options. Campaigns emphasized balance and refreshment, not just indulgence. Sponsorships shifted to marathons, cycling races, and health challenges. Coca-Cola wanted to be seen not as the enemy of health, but as a partner in a balanced lifestyle. It was a delicate repositioning, but it worked. As Gen Z took over social media, Coca-Cola adapted again. It launched viral TikTok challenges, partnered with influencers, and used short-form videos to stay relevant. Campaigns became interactive. Fans could remix jingles, create Coke-inspired dances, and vote on new flavors. Coca-Cola's ability to stay young in spirit, even after more than 130 years, proved that timeless brands must reinvent themselves constantly. Selling drinks wasn't enough anymore. Coca-Cola experimented with direct-to-consumer models, mobile ordering, and subscription services. It also invested in sustainable vending and digital loyalty programs. The goal was to move from retail shelves to smartphone screens. Coca-Cola wasn't just in supermarkets. It was on apps, in smart fridges, and in your pocket. The brand embraced tech to build deeper, daily relationships with its customers. In times of crisis, Coca-Cola often shows solidarity. During natural disasters, it donates water, funds, and logistics. During the COVID-19 pandemic, it paused advertising to donate millions to hospitals and NGOs. This humanitarian side isn't always publicized, but it strengthens trust. The brand positions itself not only as a market leader, but as a responsible global citizen. A small bottle, but a big impact when it counts. Facing pressure over plastic pollution, Coca-Cola made bold promises. It pledged to collect and recycle a bottle or can for each one it sells by 2030. Eco-friendly packaging, biodegradable labels, and the World Without Waste program became central themes. Critics remained, but Coca-Cola took steps to transform its environmental impact. From enemy of the planet to potential green hero, the journey had truly begun. Coca-Cola doesn't just sell a product, it taps into deep emotions. Its marketing uses joy, nostalgia, friendship, and celebration to create emotional bonds. A Coke at a party, a Coke with friends, A Coke on a hot day. These simple moments are deeply human. The brand mastered the art of linking memories to flavors. That's why even in blind tests, people still prefer Coke. It's all in the mind. Over more than a century, Coca-Cola has taught the world how to build a brand. Consistency, emotion, adaptation, and storytelling were its greatest tools. It didn't just follow trends, it often created them. From war zones to fashion shows, from Santa Claus to social media, Coca-Cola stayed present. It faced scandals, rivals, and change, and still remained on top. A masterclass in endurance and marketing. The story is far from over. Coca-Cola now invests in AI, smart vending, and drinks of the future, from nootropic waters to plant-based sodas. It's exploring the metaverse, blockchain loyalty programs, and climate-friendly factories. Even after 130 years, the brand refuses to stand still. The next chapter? It might be more digital, more sustainable, and more global than ever before. One thing is sure, the Coca-Cola story continues. If you liked the video, subscribe, press like, and especially click on clone so you don't miss our next videos.